And that's something that I've been like, especially when you're younger, like especially when you're a musician, right? It's like, yo, by the age of 25 or by the age of 24, I'm going to be signed. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then the older you get, the more you're like, oh, I think I could do it this way. I think I could do it this way. And it's like, you know what? Let me just worry about the legacy that I leave, no matter how incremental it is. It don't even matter, because then you start thinking about it. It's like, I have to check myself. I'm like, why am I doing it? Am I doing it for the legacy, or what is the substance of the legacy? You know what I'm saying? Like our ancestors and our grandparents, they did it for substance, you know? They didn't do it because it's like, I want to be remembered. It's like, nah, like we want to put on it and build on it and build on. The first thing I remember is it's gotta be beats. It's gotta be like understanding, like, yo, like this is doing something to me. This music shit is like, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel it. I could see it. If I were to hear a song, I'll paint a movie scene to it, or it'll bring some type of like mood or color to me, you know? And then I always said, like, it was in the beginning, when I went down to Georgia, I heard the Neptunes for the first time, and it was Southern Hospitality. It was like that Ludacris song. And then at the same, because I didn't have cable growing up. So that was like that was like one of the first music videos I saw. And the second one was The Way I Am by Eminem. So it's like, these are my two pillars for music. It's like, on the sonic side is the Neptunes. On like the way people put words together, it's M. And then fast forward, paying attention to lyrics, it became J. But I was leaning more always towards like the sonics, because that's the thing that draws you in, is whatever you hear. And you might even not know it subconsciously, like when your parents are playing the radio and you don't really have control of the radio, but you're listening to whatever they're listening to, and you feel the music. You're at like a family get together, you feel the music. You playing video games and you feel the music. So it was always like the sounds first. And that's what I studied in college. I studied film, because at one point I realized creativity is creativity, right? It's kind of like you have $100 worth of creativity, right? And you want to spend it in the music world. You could spend it in the film world. You could spend it in the visual art space. You could spend your creativity however you want to. So when people are like, oh, you're a talented rapper, or you're a talented like producer, it's like, nah. And I know it might sound like a stunt. It's like, no, I'm just a creative person. I'm just a talented person. However, and that goes for anybody. However you want to put that creativity, those creativity points, that's where you want to spend it. You know what I mean? And you will, and like curiosity kind of helps into that. So to answer your question, definitely I could see myself doing more. I pray to God doing more like more visual stuff, as far as like directing, like producing on the back end for movies and editing, or even like music supervision. Playing with Photoshop taught me low key how to use Ableton, or playing with a Premiere, and taught me like the whole timeline concept. But the whole putting shit together concept came from music, and that taught me how to do everything else. And it's kind of like music is just a moving form of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like music is just layers through a timeline, right? And then you can add, you can subtract, you could introduce new things, you could take out things, and it's kind of like what you said, like knowing the understanding of like layers and building upon things. It's like we see it in images in just one timestamp, but as far as music, you see it throughout the course of however long a track is.